Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? If I knew back then what I knew right now, I'd be on right now. I'm the nigga right now. I'm the nigga right now. Got your bitch right now. Since you want it right now, getting litty right now. Wanna text me right now, outside right now. Please do not get in my face. You know that I'm riding nowhere. I just needed my space. I drink it straight with no chase. Love when you making that face. Living out of suitcase. Annie, are you okay? I fuck you good the long way. Watch how you talking to me. 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 Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six?
She's a keeper, legs like Serena, strong like Xena, turn into a screamer. She's a dancer, money from Atlanta. She's a cancer, phone ring, no answer. I'm getting litty, mixed dirty with the fenna. My life a movie, I always got a camera. I'm at Cabana, she's sucking my banana. Ooh, na na. If we never met, I'm there right now. Put a bullet in my hair right now. Yeah, I'm living off the moonlight.
The snowfall in the city.
Don't fight. About a new life. Even when I'm wrong, you know I'm still right. On another level, reaching new heights. I used to hit the block just in all white. No, I can't bless it, but my gun might.
Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six.
Yeah, I'm living off moonlight, moonlight.
Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six?
What I know right now, what I know right now, if I knew right now, what I know right now, I be on 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 right now.
Oh shoot, it's done. My bad. I was not paying attention. That's my fault. My fault. What screen am I on? Hello. Greetings and salutations. How do I sound? That's my fault. I'm like, wait, why is screen black? How's everyone doing? How do I sound? I'm using a different mic and I'm using a different webcam. So just let me know if everything looks and sounds all right. We good? Sound wise, audio wise? Actually, I guess I can listen to myself. How's everyone doing? How do I sound? I'm using a different mic. Okay. Good. Yo, yo, yo. We're here to preach top 50 greatness of BAM. First time here, welcome. Appreciate you. So Willie Martinez asked me, I don't remember what I saw, but do you think SCU's dragging this arc because he's waiting for the anime like what happened with Film Red and Oda teasing Shanks? And I guess Gear Fifth. I have and I ha- and have the climax of the anime as well as the game reach more popularity. So you think he's like I think the anime's owned in a second season, so I don't know if that makes sense unless like there's a movie coming out that I don't know about. So I don't think so. No. No. I would say no. Um After he kills Trom, that boy top 20 year. So you watch how you write for me. After Bam solo Stromery, he still be like, I'm not as strong as you, Jin Sung. Jin Sung name. Yo, 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 what's up, Barry? Where is Peak in Tokyo? Oh, I could have played it. You could have asked me. Maybe I'll ask you guys which intro you want before I start. Kun Kunyuri is way stronger than us, Bam. Emotional damage. Yeah, SLU. I got damage, real brain damage from that chapter. Greetings. Hey, yeah. I'm a family head. Hey, greetings. You sound like you made a mistake with the intro. That is lame if he's going to do that because Oda wasn't going to stick with it. Top 50, yes, sir. I want Kirin to win. I don't. I actually said this in a stream earlier on Twitch. Y'all should be following me on Twitch at Paperwork Hems. That's paperwork, like the literal word, HEMMZ. But Lobadon has been the character that's been keeping me sane. Like, I think he's a very solid character. He's a good character. Like, he's pragmatic, he's sensible, he's smart, he's experienced, he's wise, he's immensely powerful, offensively, defensively. Like him having like the kind of third in a great family makes sense to me. So I'm kind of rooting for him because he's like the one character keeping me sane. It reminds me of me playing Kingdom Hearts 3, and I almost in a fit of rage just turned the game off because I could not handle how stupid Sora was. Sora was like, Riku, but we just explained to you what the 13 Darkness were doing with the body replica thing. You just saw, you know what Riku was doing in the realm of darkness. And Goofy was like, Gorsh, don't you think that's one of them replica things? I'm like, Goofy, the voice of reason, keeping me sane. So right now, that's Lobadon. Beginning of season 3, it was Yama and Yasuracha. They was keeping me sane. So I need him. I need her. Shout out to Anakin. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Um, any donations that are $15 or more, I will cut off anybody or cut off any train of thought that I'm saying to read your comment immediately. By the way, um, Bam's stronger than Lobo and Kirin. Someone said Bam is not as strong as a high ranker as a chapter ago, and I was laughing so hard. Come on, SIU. And he has one arm. Yes, he does. One hand Hashirama better than all these burgers. Anyway, I gotta go. I just came to support in this time of SIU fraudulence and suffering or peace. All right, take care, brother. So yeah. So chat. My question for you before I kind of give my thoughts is I want to know what you guys thought about the chapter in general. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Indifferent? It's just a setup. Like, how are you guys feeling about it? And I thought this week in particular, Cosmic Scans was exceptionally abysmal in terms of translating the chapter. I, I did not like the emotional damage, the boomer stuff, trying to make things contemporary for like modern times is completely unnecessary. And you're gonna see when we kind of look at the Korean comment section, they feel similarly. They didn't seem to be particularly impressed. But they be like cooking SIU. Like they cook him. I feel like I cook him on occasion when I'm really fed up. But like I just be like, I don't like it, you know? El Baba reminds me of current arc Rob Lucci. They both got beaten into obedience, scared pets with their tail between their legs, and that's when and but when more capable strong people come on they want to they attack. I feel it. Keating claps a little bit down, but Bam clears both. Fair enough. Um yeah, El Baba had my favorite panel in the chapter. I'm sorry. When he punched the shit out of Laura, that was hilarious. Cause he put his weight into it and he followed through. I'm like, oh my god, she triggered you with that. So yeah. Um, at 2 out of Kingdom Hearts 3, when we went to the Tangled World, Donald asked what we were doing, and Sora said, "Beats me," and Donald's like, can he take anything seriously? No. If and honestly, I got the same kind of character and tonal whiplash that I got with Goku and Super. I know Goku's not a genius. Goku's not smart in the conventional sense. He's a combat genius, if you will. I get that. But I felt like in Super, It was like they tried to revert him to like Kid Goku when he's like, "Why is the like he didn't know what the intercom was? Like, why is the pole talking to me?" Like Sora felt extra dumb in Kingdom Hearts 3 and it just didn't move me. So yeah. Can someone link the other scan so I can look at it? I actually usually read both at the same time, but I didn't have the other one. Slayer for Karaka usually sent it to me. He didn't send it to me this week, so I didn't have it. So I didn't have it. I noticed it, but I thought it was alright. Yo, 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 Korea putting up Kobe and Shaq numbers against SIU. I need a Nata to fully certify and wrap his body around the tower and reset the universe. I feel it. I got a wrench. What sorcery is this? I thought you wanted one. You said wrench earlier. I like the chaotic feel of the chapter, but SIU has a lot of ass writing going on. I hope Kirin moves me, but since I'm mentally prepared for trauma ray to get done dirty by the plot, I don't think Kirin will disappoint at least from a combat standpoint. I think Lobadon has showcased me enough for the most part, but I'd like to see him go up against somebody on his tier just to see how that pushes him. Another amazing chapter. Don't know how she does it. Shout out Cosmic Scans for the translations. You sent me the DMs. Thank you. Best Goku is Z version. He was raw and goofy at the same sometimes. Yes. All right. Let me take a gander. Thank you. So let me look at the parts that I thought were particularly abysmal. I'm not gonna put it on screen, unfortunately. I'm not gonna chance it today, guys. Yuri Zahar, those troublesome women were here. Without family, blah blah blah. One, two, if you drunk. But are you really okay after drinking so much? I'd expect you to be a heavy drinker, although you did make a mistake, of course. A mistake? I don't remember. I was cautious with you. I was planning to take some funny pictures when you got drunk to threaten you and leave the irregular one, but the alcohol turned out to be quite potent. What a bummer. What do you want to do now? I'm going to fight. You should join me too. The girl doesn't know Bam isn't here. Isn't it obvious? You could take advantage of the chaos to escape my vigilance along with the irregular. I'm not a smuggler. Okay, so this is all pretty consistent. Kirin army. He's one of the people with the highest authority in Lopobia. An old man like him who's never been outside has come here. And the other translation, Yuri said what? Something about someone in my old who had never stepped out of his house in my life is here. Intervene, blah blah blah. Choice zero to fight escape. Let's go. What do you mean by that? I won't be able to meet Mam again. What do you mean by that? She said. Why are you following me? I didn't run away. Why didn't you run away? Even if I wanted to run away from the station, I need a place to do it. Besides, how do you expect me to do that after you said something to me? For the record, I'm not here to fight the Lopobia family. I came to keep an eye on you since you're a stalker who's obsessed with Bam. Yuri is projecting. Tiara does not give a fuck about him aside from the mission. I don't think you should take it so lightly. Not an easy opponent with a couple of pencils to have to deal with. They were fighting on the mothership. Now they're getting along. Kirin is the second in command. The beast he commands is a horn lion. Thank you for not saying just. I didn't know like what a Tay was, so I appreciate them here like assuming I don't know that. So a mythical horn lion, far inferior in terms of power. The blue name is moving me. Hey, I think we need to see Kirin versus Lobadon. Yes. Bam is gonna suck Kirin Lobodom up. Lobodom versus Kirin. What's up, Rand? Imagine if Kirin's motives are just that he's angry and he's sad and angry, and his dad and his daddy trauma is not paying him any attention. Emotional damage. That was not moving me. Let's point with how SC still tries to lay down Bam's abilities. I was not completely caught, so I binged the chapters today, but I can't believe Bam didn't watch Dumas. Like no one there was better. I agree. Yuri might be Bam number one stalker for real, for real. I agree. Okay, okay, okay. Divine animals, trusted the Kirin, one of his eldest sons. It's okay. I am someone who's outside those laws. I'm a person of 13-month series. A 13-month series. A sacred object of the tower, recognized by the Zahard family. She like, don't worry about that. The law don't apply to me. Diplomatic immunity. Doctor Doom in Latveria. Um, Black Adam in what's Black Adam's place called again? Shit, forgot. I don't know what TR, but if you touch Yuri, it'll be more complicated. Deal with them and avoid them sparingly. Hate means mythical language. See, that's how you do it. Don't assume I know what that is. I'm not Korean. I don't know Korean folklore and mythology like that. Brother Kirin is busy. So for the time being, we'll take care of you ladies. This cheeky bastard. They get caught. We're surrounded. It's really like we're trapped in an animal cage. There you go. Now we're in the lore section. That fast? Shilia, Lilia, run away. Where to? Anywhere? Then this is when this stupid ass fucking chicken looking nigga comes out of nowhere. This burger ass dude. I'm like, who is this? Lopobia Kukuda will take you. Take you. You were a branch leader. You were removed from a branch leader and abandoned the mothership. You could talk, take my place. Ridiculous, not even funny. He kind of looks like Yami to me a little bit. That's why I come back. With red hair though. Ignore my proposal for a ride. That's left me completely shocked. See, here it says completely shocked instead of emotional damage. So that makes sense to me. It's not on that bozo time. Like this is probably what he said. Like you leave me completely shocked. Stop trying to make this shit hip and cool and Gen Z, Gel Alpha, contemporary modern time. Just translate properly. Grabs her by the head, let go of her. Do you know who our mother is? Blah blah blah. Here comes Snake. I heard a rumor dog escaped. Snake. One flat. I hit the lottery. So what did Cha say? Since you are a snake and will be healthy food for my body, let me ask you, how long have you been living? Don't believe such legends. The best healthy for your body is. He really did say fried chicken, eh? Fried chicken. Fly vixen. Give me heart disease, but need you in my kitchen. But Shaw really like, yo, I'm on my protein. Give me to get my chicken, you know what I'm saying? My protein. Shaw from the Flower Garden, Hidden Grove. Okay. Freedom, he punches him, then Mudfly Snake gets him. This is when this is when Thing punches him in his fucking face. I'm sorry, y'all gotta see this panel, bro. What did she say? Actually, fuck you, you fucking bitch, bastard. So she actually did curse, because Korea was saying, SIU, can you not have them curse so much? Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, he followed through, bro. He followed through. Wait a minute. How did Kuku Duku Duku Buku Buku Lala did her like suspendium? Like how did he catch her like that, dude? Anyways. Then yeah, Hugo joins with Lobadon. Then Lobadon, all right. That's enough for me. I'm tired of reading. All right, sorry y'all. I just want to check some stuff from the other translation. What are y'all saying? My fault. My fault. Kandok, yes. There we go. I do believe you'll see a Lane next chapter versus her dad and resolve that plot after years. I would like that, but I don't think that's gonna happen yet. So slowly and really slowly are we solving plots. Really slowly. Also, Esli thought he was like cut off thought he was slick. He cut off the info dump. Sad part is Yuri doesn't know Bam's age. He just thinks he is young. In reality, Bam may be the real groomer of all these ladies. Cosmic needs to be locked up. Not gonna lie, this is better, but it's still ass. Yeah, because Koreans were complaining about the language, so it might be ass anyways. Cook that bum. SIU really loves chicken, huh? It's crazy how many chickens she references. I was like, yo, is this the real beginnings of Chicken Love Club, Mule Love Baby? But Mule Love not you guys forget, Mule Love's not on the fried side. Mule Love's like me for real. He likes spicy and seasoned chicken. I I'm not a fried chicken merchant. Equality. El Bubba was funny. Yeah. I want to show you guys some of the comments that Korea had. So I'm gonna pull those up just so you guys can get an idea. Oh my god. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Hold on. There you go. I gotta go to Discord. There we go. Okay. That's better. But first, I want to start with this. They said, "What is this? What is this?" They are not moved, bro. They are not moved. Luslec stocks. I'll be real with y'all. Like, I think Luslec will do what he needs to do. I don't think he's gonna like not deliver. I just don't care about him like that. I care more about like Hendo. So yeah, I tend to just watch and not leave a review if I don't like it. But I'll be honest, and I'm gonna speak on this. If you don't have the skills or to organize or connect the story in a fluid way, I hope you will proceed by finishing the story one by one. I don't know why you insist on rambling on and on, getting criticized for not knowing what you're talking about. Please don't overestimate your skills and stick to your topic. Okay, let me stop for a second. I think this is actually not bad criticism here. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't think limit I said this earlier today, but limitations are not necessarily a bad thing. Not everybody can do everything at the highest level, and sometimes playing to your strengths is the best thing to do. So, you guys should know by now, I have one of the worst memories of all time. Anything that I remember very well is because I either talk about it or engage with it frequently. Why do I remember things about The Legend of Zelda so well? I've played all those games for the most part a minimum of 4 times. I constantly talk about Zelda. I engage with Zelda content and the Zelda fandom. So I know everything. I know everything. I know a lot. You know what I'm saying? If I'm like, let's say I'm interested in a series. Let's say I'm reading Ao Ashi, right? Football manga, soccer. I can't do that. And then someone's like, yo, read Ordeal. Then I read like 30 Ordeal. I can't go back and forth. I have to focus. I read one series. I catch up, drop it, or finish it. Next series. Because I know my strengths and weaknesses. I cannot juggle 3 series at the same time trying to catch up. I'm going to start forgetting shit across the board. I know my strengths and weaknesses. To make it a sports analogy, I cannot shoot 3 pointers. My ass should not be on the 3 point line. Take my big ass in the goddamn post and start doing layups and mid range jump shots. All right? SIU is not good at juggling the central plot with a bunch of subplots, with the evergreen cast still being there, with him piling on more characters. He's not good at it. He's not handling it well. The execution is not good. And I actually think if he trims the fat, gets rid of the excess weight, and kind of hones in, like laser focus, things would be a lot more cohesive. That's just my opinion, though. Man saw this kid and became Twitter Twitter petted. Uh, Shot of day one Dick Rider he rode even before meeting him with his Korea thing. Yep. Subscribe to now if you haven't, by the way. You actually have to be subscribed to talk in my chat. But yeah, subscribe, please. Like the video, donate if you can. Crazy line. What is this? This guy cooked. He cooked up for SIU. This guy deserves a medal or honor or something they do in Korea. He knows what's up. Same. Go do a layup. Who do you think does subplots really well? Nisio Isin. I think he's very good at it. And he also is good at telling stories that are in a non chronological order, but having the knowledge you do have of a later event, actually jumping back to an earlier event and being like, that's crazy how we did that. I say Nisio Ishin's good at it. Who do I give credit to for Adventure Time? Would it be Adam Muto? Who Pendleton Ward? But I think they do a good job. Um Sanderson, he does a good job. Once Upon a Time, I would say Oda. Once Upon a Time. I kind of think Egghead is a little bit messy like this. A lot's going on, but we'll see how that all plays out. I'm not looking at my shelf. Help me, shelf. Marjorie Liu for she writes Monstress. She did Kangaroo Palace. She also did Target X and stuff with Sana Takeda. Very very good at that. Balanced or like know when to focus, know when to jump. Because sometimes you gotta stick somewhere and then cut away at the right point, you know? So I'd say them. Anytime someone asks me who does the aspect of writing well, my brain just diverts to Kurigam. Kurigam too. Obviously Kurigam. Would have lost that touch? I agree. You said me, lizard. But yeah, let's keep going with the Korean comics. What does Korea think? A typo in the middle in the description of the spirit animal Hate. It is a death penalty to hurt the animal under the laws of Lopobia. There's a part where Tiara is replaced with a metaphor, but the giraffe is the child of Lopobia, I guess, and the Heitete, the horned lion, is the animal that the giraffe flies. I don't understand. It's a bit forced, and the development itself is unnatural. Why is Kukuda appearing like that? I think he's a character who's lived for a long time if you know the character who was sealed, but I don't understand why a ranker would appear while saying those lines to Laura. Hugo was taken as prisoner of war and didn't escape and join up and had to plead with the other side to join the battlefield. This individual sounds unmoved, I would say. Something heating is the only way to explain it. Just end the war quickly, clean up the miscellaneous characters so far, and create a new story. You said pack it up. High rankers become childish as they get older. I keep this setting like a sword after seeing characters' childish dialogue. Wouldn't it be more important to keep important settings like the gap between rankers and regulars rather than trivial settings like that? I agree. The tower is not suitable to be made into a webtoon. It would be better to come out as a web novel. If the development is like this, a novel is suitable. It should be seen with a long breath. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't think Tower God is not suitable for a webtoon format. I just think he needs to clean up a little bit. But let me know what you guys think about that comment. This one has some multiple problems. To be fair, um, SIU don't destroy him. I think Kukuda was a tease. We'll see. Why did Grace come out? What the hell? What the hell is, I guess, Bam Knight is up to? I think if they Chestnut or Knight, I assume it means Bam up to. And why is it playing games between Lopabia families? When is the war between Lopabia and this is forwarders? But I'm guessing Pobadao gonna start. Is the division of the Lopabia of the House Lopabia that important? Just kill Laura, Shilia, Lilia, were Cha and the snake too distracted to stop El Baba. Why is she so weak, even though she's Lobadon's daughter? I think this is not a. I think this one's not necessarily a fair question. I don't think it's because you're the son of Michael Jordan that means you're going to be a good basketball player. What is FUG's role in this battle? Is Zahar an FUG? Zahar told me to kill non-selected people, but he's a Lobadon and what does giraffe mean again? I forgot what giraffe means. Like what the translation for giraffe is supposed to be. You introduced Grace, but since you can't tell a story centered around Knight and FUG, aren't you just introducing endless stories with useless sub characters? Can you stop swearing? It's so distracting. I'd like to go with a serious atmosphere like part two. I would love to go back to part two. What is this? I tend to watch, leave a review if I don't like it, but I'll be honest, if you don't have the skills to organize one fluid way. Oh wait, I read this already. Okay. This is the other portion. Let's finish it off by having the tower collapse due to missing. I don't know what rebar is supposed to mean, but he's like, all right, let's just finish this off. I think SCU's forcing plot connections. Also, even I like it is converging because it's needed. Nah, he needs to focus on his team and tell him to focus on the family and bam. SLU agrees with TOG not being suitable as a webtoon. Oh, his body. The biggest problem with the story is that there's too many sub plots of the story. Well, too many. Well, okay, we'll say this. There's too many subplots of the story. In reality, it's inevitable, but as a reader, it is a webtoon that I read once a week. But I can't focus at all because there are too many parts to think about to understand the relationship. I'm guessing it's another webtoon, Naxtrun, uh, Na XT Run. Also had a lot of relationships with a similar feeling, but they still grouped them into different episodes in the same timeline to cover this. Tower God doesn't have that kind of development from the beginning, so I don't know how many relationships are involved in one battlefield and new relationships are being created in the battlefield. It's just crazy. That's why the worldview may make sense to the writer in his head, but it's confusing to the viewer. How do you guys feel about that comment? Do you think sometimes the SLU in his head complete understand what it is that he's doing? He puts it on paper and expects us to really get it, but his understanding he has to make it. He has to showcase the artistry and dialogue in a way that makes it obvious to readers because we might have a completely different worldview, you know, socialization and all that, and see something completely differently than he does. You know what I'm saying? Rebar is short for reinforcing bar, like steel bars that are used to reinforce concrete. Oh, okay, it's actually okay. That's a real word I didn't know about. Um, I admit as as a man that's supposed to be masculine, yo, I can't build shit. Cars, fix cars, build stuff. I can't do that. I'm strong though. I could lift shit. We don't want the author's S to the slave in utero. We don't want the author U to be the one who doesn't finish of the setup. We want the author I, the one who writes within the TOG universe and made season 1 and 2. We want the real one, not the other two lords. It's not like he can just focus on the family heads and bam, he has other side characters that were good. He just needs to give them purpose again. Yeah. Is isn't all he does is focus on Bam for the most part? For the most part, I'd argue since he came back, he's been splitting his focus a lot better though. I actually would say that. It makes sense to me. Sometimes writers have bright ideas but they can't pen it. I've had that problem. Even myself in high school for some things. I didn't know how to get exactly what I was in my mind to be properly conveyed. I just hoped that people would get it. I don't think he can explain his thoughts with his story very well. NXT run is just another name for night run. Really? I did not know that. Not night run. The story went from higher rankers being scary to not being very impactful anymore. I agree with that. Two old ladies came to me for a car trouble and I felt like a deer in headlights. I felt like a Oasis. When I was 16 and I was with my friends, we were coming back from a get together like party thing. The car crashed down, or no, the tire popped. The tire popped. He had a spare tire in it. There was four dudes in the car and one girl. Only the woman knew how to fix the tire. None of us knew what to do. She knew how to fix the tire. She got out and changed the tire. So yeah, yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. But I know where my again. I understand my strengths and weaknesses. So he splits the focus, yes, but the characters people really want to see have been a story for years. Kunran, cough, cough. Ja Wagner has been a while. So yeah. 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 Don't put that stupid swear word in there. It's not lookism. What kind of old man jousting body is a chicken? What's with this line? The dialogue is too childish. Now I'm so confused to who's the enemy and who's an ally. I don't even know how far away it is. One inexplicable enemy suddenly becomes friends, tries to fight then, tries to fight, then suddenly playing games, and suddenly foul, and suddenly the bastard out of nowhere. Is it really necessary to include the line "the body is chicken"? It's true that the content is heavy, but kids who can't understand this much should read more books. Haha. Also, the writers pointed out this for a long time, but most of the higher rankers in the battlefield are older and more mature. So unless you are a concept character, I think it's better to be more selective when choosing words. The level of dialogue is so vulgar it ruins the immersion. First of all, the nuances are so awkward it feels like a 50, 60-year-old guy is using a new word he just learned, so it's really lame. Please, since it's not fun, can we just give up on our greed for weird jokes? And yeah, that's what we got from the Korea section. So that's how they feel about it. How do I feel is the real question. Oh shoot, I didn't unlock it. I like this chapter. I don't know, like I'm not like particularly upset, except at the translations. I kind of just felt complete indifference. If that makes sense. Lobadon being the one thing that I enjoyed, and the punch that El Baba gave to Laura, that was hilarious to me. That felt like a very genuine reaction, like he pissed her off. Because despite her being in that position, she didn't prostrate herself or give up her pride and ego, even if she was gonna die in that moment, and he did. So I think he felt a type of way. I think his pride was hurt. So yeah. Korea is not they're not placed. They're not placed. That's why I said he should get rid of something. Yeah, trim the fat. He has so many characters like Arya. Get rid of her. Who cares about Arya? SCB giving attention to plots and characters that ultimately don't matter. We'd want to see the adventures of Mule Love, John Wagner, and Quinn Rand. Yes. As he does this shit, he will do an entire chapter for a character that will die off and give them barely any progression to the story. It's not needed and waste time. How do you determine what matters to SIU's story? I would for me, I judge it based on how he initially presents certain concepts and characters. Now, mind you, a good author can throw in red herrings to make you think something, but throw you off. But sometimes I do think that an author changes their mind what they want to do with something. But with me, it's generally like how you consistently portrayed something. And if I get to that, I'll use a Van Cal as an example. top 60, Ivanka killed the previous floor ruler, and blah blah blah. So Ivanka was importance was elevated in my mind based on how Ivanka always been spoken about. Then when Ivanka came initially, I wasn't impressed off rip. I was impressed during the last station, but by the end of it, I thought Ivanka was completely overhyped. Karaka, FUG, Hansung Yu had this demonic evil energy with them. Like FUG was this like I know there were statements that said that like Zahard and the families don't take them seriously, and now at this point I get why, because all the Slayers are actually bums, but except for Bam, he's the one. But that's generally with me. So if you portray like, oh, the Yonko are scary, oh, the Yonko are powerful, then I see the Yonko and they're pathetic. I think you failed at execution. That's just my opinion, though. To be fair, almost every arc in Avatar goes way better in one read and not a weak read. To remember the hell train days, people were mad. They were mad. I do agree some stories are more suitable for a week to week read, and some stories are a great binge read. I think Kingdom is one of the greatest binge reads I've ever done, but that does not change the literal content of the story. So it's either good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, regardless of that fact. But I hear you. If Ran was always meant, what if Ran was always meant to be a minimal character? I don't think that was the case with Ran, but it's possible. I don't think that was the case because I'd argue with the statements of him wanting to take out Macheni, who I think will be a more end of series ish character to take down. Could be wrong about that. This is what I think in my head. Um, I think Ran was built up to be someone important, direct descendant, all that too. I thought he should have been one of the regulars we are still climbing with, but all things considered, fair point. I am not SIU. I don't know the man. I'm not a part of his creative team, so fair enough. I wonder if the cursing is a cultural thing because it doesn't bother me and it seemed fine in usage. I think it's a little cringy, but it didn't bother me. But sometimes I don't think the characters are actually saying that. I think the translators are taking liberties to do that. Like Suna, back when Manga Stream was very, very, very notorious for this back in the day. Manga Stream would just add cursing where there was no cursing if you read other translations or the officials when they came out. They had Suna, what the fuck, Reborn? And I'm like, Suna would not say that to Reborn. And Suna would not talk to Reborn like that because he's secretly still scared of him. Like I could like me being very intimate and familiar with the characters, I knew that line was out of place. But maybe in Korea, the culture there is different, so maybe this stuff is seen as very vulgar, distasteful there. Maybe they have a more conservative view on something like this or traditional view on this. I don't particularly. I think sometimes though when they cuss too much, it's juvenile. Also, yes, Ratcha, thank God he died. Yama next. Neko Monogatari season, as Kyan said, is over. I give him a pass of 4 chapters because he gives us Luslec. Fair enough. For someone whose wrist be hurting, he should be beating around the bush. Hopefully, TOG can get out of this arc and focus on the other families because I only like Tromray this arc and not really anyone else. I'm team Popodao. Very, very absurd, but I just wish he was more consistent. If he was more consistent, I'd have way less issues. The way it's progressing, I fear SIU is gonna write the chapter that will make me drop the series very soon. Well, I think I have one more year in me. I got that dog in me. I got that wang wang in me. Facts. Kingdom is amazing as a binge read. I agree. It's a good binge read. I feel like the inverse characters build FUG up based on the reputation of previous generation slayers, not this new generation, almost like an unreliable narrator. When I do my season 2 reread, that's something I want to pay attention to because I admitted this. Was it last stream or 2 streams ago where I admitted this? And I was wrong about this. This was me not paying attention. So this was my mistake. And I think I've always been honest enough to tell you when I was wrong. Tower of God is a series that your power is based on your lineage, how blessed you were at birth, and external power ups. It's not a series where blood, sweat, and tears necessarily makes you the strongest. You will plateau somewhere if you're not like a direct descendant, if you're not an irregular, if you're not, somebody at least in an important family or something. You probably have a certain limit. Now, we've seen Yama train and get very powerful to beat Doom. We've seen Bam train when he was JVG and then learning those different martial arts when he was mixing Daniel on the stairs and shit like that in the Hell Train. So I'm not saying you can't not train to get stronger, but it's a series that you get the essence of bravery. You get a Black March, you get a Thorn, you get, you know, an item, Kranos, whatever the case may be. And those are the things that make you stronger. Yama gets the tooth. Yama gets Arcanak. You get what I'm saying? The lighthouse that Yasracha has. Like, it's always been that way, and I just didn't notice because I prefer when characters train, so that's on me. So yeah. Yeah. Kingdom is a great binge, but when you sit back and think about it, it starts to become undone. I'm not. I'm not a. I'm not a. I'm not a Kingdom stan like that. But Kingdom is a good series. I just don't care. I don't know. Maybe the characters that I like aren't too important enough. Tell me when Yotanma busts it open, huh? The power gaps between regulars, rankers, and high rankers were probably a bit too large for starters, with with the story pacing, it buries early cast members like Ran. I don't know that I agree with that. Plus, SI, you can just give him a power up. So it wouldn't matter. Or you could just be like, his entire time he's been training and like you could find a reason to wank him to elevate him. Because Dorsey is here, and Dorsey has ranker level body and stuff like that. But what is she really doing? She's just teleporting us everywhere. She has no business being here. She can't fight these niggas. So that's my pushback there. SIU gave us some good chapters and fell off. I think I'm waiting for the new Sprout game, so we'll see what happens there. I wish they climbed to a higher floor before the broader conflict in the tower kicked off. I agree with that. Shoot, I like hats, for example. Yeah, with Donghui, whatever the store was called. Nobody knows about the workers of SIU, even himself. He'd be changing up his plans for the story every 3 weeks. Can't have people figure out your story if you don't know yourself. Hi everyone, welcome Mohammed. How you doing? Um, I really don't like having the idea of unreliable narrator excuse anytime inconsistency comes up. I agree with that, but at the very least, I think you should choose. I think there is some merit to that, in some ways. Knowing the character if they're a liar or whatnot. But again, I want to see exactly how FUG was spoken about during like the second season to see if maybe the people who are speaking about it weren't credible. It's like when people are like in East Blue are like, devil fruits are real. Like you're a regular civilian in Orange Town. Like you don't know shit about nothing. So I can't take your statement at face value. Y'all know who one of my favorite con artists to bring up, who's an unreliable narrator or a liar or con man is, and that is the one and only Nishio Ishin's greatest, his magnum opus. Actually, I just lied. Second greatest character because he did make Nazayoka. Kaiki Deshu. Kaiki, right? Oh shit! I almost kicked my mic. Kaiki, when the story is being told from his point of view and Hitagi end, I think you should take what he's saying with a grain of salt. He even says that he's a liar and a con artist. So yeah. I think SC presented that conflict well. I think the blog post with FUG fuck us. I think that actually could be it too. A lot of those blog posts, maybe did a little too much. Example, take Rack and Kun and Bam lineage are the reasons they grow so fast. Yeah, he probably thinks an ancient, direct descendant, irregular. The entire story is that, funny enough, to Yotanwa is going to be in the current arc. I'm gonna skip everything and just pop up and start reading it. Yeah, we skip it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The last thing that I really saw in Kingdom, spoiler warning. Plug your ears for like 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Was when Shin was fighting the Pathseeker guy, Hoken, and like the Ton girl. I can't remember her name. She's a dance in the breath. She got like her ass beat, and he killed him and he won that fight. Like that, like conflict, how it ended. That's like the last thing that I saw. I heard Kanki was going crazy for a while and stuff too, but I have not read Kingdom in like 3 years. Bam's party are like C rank regulars somehow being absorbed into a great family. Where LMAO? Yeah. Hey, Yo Tanwa, that's my favorite character in Kingdom. And then Kanki's probably second. And I think it was it like Kirin? Was it Ribokyu? There was a guy who had a conversation with the king of Kin or Quinn or whatever, and he was pretty dope. I don't want to suffer through this and again. Spare me, Barry. Reread time. Yeah, I think regulars being worried about FUG versus high rankers, just treating them like other higher rankers makes sense. Kyokai is your name. There you go. Kyokai might go. This ranker test buff that people get gotta be dummy strong to justify the massive gap that allegedly exists. Possibly. Damn, you're years behind. Yeah, I um. There's a guy called like Richardsu. I think like name is Richard probably. The AMG. He used to every week DM me the Kingdom chapter. And the first week he stopped is the first week I stopped. I forgot to read it. So yeah. I heard by King of Lightning, Kingdom's quality dropped. I don't know. Um, I couldn't tell you, so I don't have the answer. New York is about to go crazy. Olsen, my fave. Fair enough. Robodon asked Bam what lies in the book. Why he used the word lies? Like what lies in the book? Like what's in it? Like what's it? What are the contents of the book? Let me talk about Lobadon a little bit. I think he's a good character. I hope that he if he goes out this arc, I hope that he goes out in a good way. I like him. I like Lobadon. I like him. I've decided that he's a good character. I do want to see Kirin go crazy though. But Kirin just set his Kaite, the horned lion, and just went to do his mission. So we'll see. But I think those two are going to come to blows, and I think that should be an exciting battle. Unless you think the tree is some weird that tree has some weird living animal of some sort. He hasn't shown any anima abilities, so it should be interesting. Maybe he's like Catan, the nigga with the blicks, but like he be hunting, so like hunting animals, so it still stays within the like animal theme of the Lopobia. But when his Second Amendment rights go crazy, he got guns, yops, blicks, the chopper, the machine. Are about to tap out. Y'all fun? Got a slumber? All right, take care. That's hilarious. I thoughts on Rachel and Haryun cooking. See ya. I really think Tower Regatta is at its best when Rachel is in the story. Now, I over the years have become very indifferent on Rachel. I'm not angry at her. I'm not sad at her. I don't feel any way majorly. But leave Haryun alone, bro. Leave her alone. Why you have that motherfucker punch her in the back of her kufi like that? Yo, leave her alone. Red wit supremacy. Haryun is one of the only characters with a brain that I like in this series. Stop doing that to her. I think Rachel might be tricking Haryun. I think possibly because of the three witches, she has a way to usurp whatever is on that floor that Bam is supposed to get. I don't know if it's a power up, some beast, lore dump information, but Rachel was able to deduce that if Haryun's not really fighting, knowing that Bam's gonna come here, there's something here for Bam. So Rachel's like, whatever it is, I want that. And Rachel's like, you're not even worthy. I'm gonna show you. I think Rachel's playing her. I think maybe she might use a wish that Gustan gave her or something to be like, oh yeah, that, give me that. That's mine now. Bam's not getting this. We'll see how it plays out though. But that's kind of where my train of thought is leading me. I be the douche and shit. Rachel moves me as always. Fire versus wood. I respect Lobadon. Have one arm, but respect if Lobadon wins. I feel it. She's evil, Rachel. She evil, Rachel. She doing too much. Rachel is one dead plot line away from not having any emotion anymore. She has to deliver, or all everything I just said was just meaningless. I hate Rachel though. She petty as petty as hell. I don't hate Rachel anymore. I got over the years. I'm not a part of art. Sunwoo's anti Rachel task force. I'm not a part of art. I'm just vibing in the tower, bro. No facts about Hwaryun. Rachel is good for the story. Yeah. Rachel is I often say I think that she's SIU's one of SIU's best written characters. I really do believe that. I stand by that. Yeah, yay, Queen Rachel. What's up, Maro? How you doing? Rachel made the story for me because she's one of the best villains I've ever read. I mean, she has in my brain, one of the most she's a part of one of the most iconic moments I've ever seen in fiction. Webtoon especially. That push. When I tell you 10 years ago, 2010 when I read that, and I'm like, did I miss a chapter? Like I went back. Like it literally reminds me of L's demise. Where I'm like, did I miss something? Is L playing him? Not like this. No. So yeah. So yeah. Shout out to Rachel. If you think about it, we basically spent the entirety of season 3 setting up for the Lopabia War since 2019. Yeah, she keeps trying to take Bam's path. She's trying to become the heroine of the story. The heroine of the story. Wario said that to her in season 1. Lopabia as a faction has so many clashing agendas during this war. The top two commanders are on different pages. It clutters the overarching conflict with Gustang. That family is like FUG. Just so many disparate factions that are not in unison with one another. I think Yuri will kill Kirin's Shinhos, the animal. Maybe. That would probably lower Kirin's firepower by a lot, though. I wonder if Kirin wouldn't. Oh my god, fake up shit. Wouldn't let him die. Let's see how that all plays out, though. It's some Wowda. H2O, my system. SIU's. Season 3 is SIU's one. I'll be honest, I'd rather prefer Bam not getting involved, saving the twins. I'd rather them be then fighting Al Baba. I feel like I don't know if Laura is secretly like somewhat competent, but they don't have the firepower. I want to say Cha can fight Kukudu. What's his name? Kududu? Fuck Kukudu. What I found the chicken nigga. And the snake dude can fight El Baba. Like I feel like they should be okay, but I think part of this is maybe for Lobadon to literally witness up front what Bam is capable of and be like, I approve of you marrying one of my granddaughters type of thing. Like I feel like that could be coming. I don't know though. Uh, respect to Wano Lizard. Respect Wano Lizard. No, don't do that. Don't respect it. That's Oda's worst art. He was not cooking. He was on fire in the kitchen and the meal is burnt. That was my reaction. I spit on the grave of the Wano samurai. What did Rachel do to make the story interesting after pushing Bam? I don't remember her doing anything interesting after that. So I personally believe one of the things that makes Rachel intriguing is that she's able to piss off emotionally at the characters we care about and win without actually being strong. She's conniving. She's a schemer. I wouldn't say she necessarily like. I don't want to say she's stupid. She's not dumb, but I wouldn't put her on the intellect level of Aguero or like Shibisu. But it's the way that she makes these scheming machinations work in her favor some way somehow, and then all the characters are left with egg on their face. That's why I've been an advocate of not having Rachel be like super powerful until the right moment. So dollar show getting to escape and having the burning acid possibly fall on them or whatever, right? Being able to when the last time Bam saw her when Rack was supposed to discard Yura, she basically dangled information we wanted about Bam's lineage and escaped. Like she got the last laugh. Like she does those little things, like forcing Aguero and them to climb with her, even though Aguero figured out she killed her best friend, his best friend. Like to me, that makes her very interesting because she's doing this without being strong at all. That's just my personal take, though. You don't have to agree with that, but I agree. The push and the second push too on the Hell Train, right? So there's that, and her teaching Bab all the things that he knows and being the one who goes against all those teachings. I think I made a video where I said is Rachel's SIU's best written character. If you haven't seen that because you weren't here around the time that I made that video, because that's like a 3.5 year old video, watch it. I probably stand by what I said in that video. So yeah. Am I going to upload this stream? I'm going to leave the stream here. Yes. I leave the YouTube ones. It just takes a while to process. It takes it takes a while to process, but yes, it'll be here. My cups. It'll be here. Um. So I need to know the ranking of powers in Lopobia family. Lopobia? It's probably Gustang, Kitty, and Lobadon, and then whoever else. For Pobadao was Gustang, possibly somebody, then Dumas. I don't know if you think it's like that Bellarier guy, Belrier, whatever. Could be that. Could be her. She did go on the Hell Train. Yes. Yes, she did. I wonder how SCU will handle Rachel as a recent. I feel like the scale of conflict we see takes away from the impact of her plotting and scheming. Hope it fights Fireman. I need to see her move me. I feel it. Team Sweet and Sour. We're gonna get some mid for like a month because we got a big review. What's up, Unreal? Being weak, petty, and conniving is raw. Yeah, and pretty human, all things considered. People who don't have seek to take from those that do, whether or not it is justified. That's definitely coming. That scene with Lobadon and Bam, it has it set up. Haha. It still hasn't been brought up. Oh, she did. Oh, by the way, she stabbed Dan in the legs too. That was pretty significant. I like Dan. She still hasn't been brought up. I lost where I was at. I'm sorry, y'all. So she did, and she did, and with the breeders and nearly killing Cody. Yes, she did blow up Aguero's heart too. I forgot to forget that as Icarus, she blew up Aguero's heart. There was that too. Yeah. I decided to come in here, kill every single person involved in the war. Then we could get the Wagner focus arc we need. Depends on fire. She used underhanded methods we hate. Kill arc after. Rachel plans are always a partial success. We stand evil queen. That I forgot if Shibisu was the character until you said his name. Shout out to my guy Isu, big brain. He truly moved me during Han Sung-Yung's examination. She like Lee. She canonically ugly, but I see it otherwise. I feel it. I feel it. Um, I keep thinking about Zahard's orders. Eliminate FUG people on the Hell Train or the Pobedal family. I actually do. Randy, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. I think it's 5. I appreciate that. I think I said this earlier. If even if I'm mid rant, 50 and over, I cut off anybody if I'm in a discussion or my own train of thoughts to read your comment first. But yeah. Yeah, how do you guys think the 3 orders plays into this now? Do you think he subtracted one of those orders? Do you think they should still be in play? What are you guys' thoughts on the 3 order? Because I actually that has been in the back of my mind a little bit. Like, what are we thinking about that? That bitch bad as fuck. Yeah, Lee's is beautiful. Fuck that. Lee's is canonically her. You dig? Beauty filter. Shut up, Curry. To me, Shibisu is his 3 best characters in the name hunt station, and put him up there for me. I didn't think Isu was gonna be an important character based on his design and introduction, but when I realized that he was there because he's actually he has cerebral horsepower, I was like, oh no, I like him. I like him, and he's come through name hunt station with the antimatter Shinsu bomb with the bomb on the elevator before Kaiser, aka Lopobia Lane. Helping find out where LaFave was sniping from. I believe he played a plan in getting that Wound's hammer from Devi, though Little Wound put in the most work with the crocodile tears. Uh, yeah, man, shout out Isu. I like Isu. He'll always be my guy. Though I am, oh, Pantagana, you're here, and I've been remembering. I have the opposite problem of recency bias. I have primacy bias. I tend to care about the things that are like older or that have been with me for longer. That's why I'm a lot more partial to like the early characters like Young Sleep, of Fonseca Lore, Kunran, and Nak, and those type of characters, more so than I care about Cha, Arya, and people of that in that realm, in that sphere. So yeah. Um that was like, I think that's my like 4th YouTube donation. Um and her and Gustang are a match made in hell. I think the order should still be in play. I absolutely agree with that. Like, it's weird to me that, oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think Kirin will be an ally in the next arc in Korean folklore, I guess. Kirin is the auspicious beast that represents peace and good fortune. Okay, so you're going off of like mythology. I think I like when they play with the mythology, even if they subvert it or play on your foreknowledge. I like when they do that. Isn't it up to Odori? She wanted to do all 3, and no, she did say she. I think it was like it was stated she was good enough to do all 3. That's the best thing. Rachel's not bad looking but ugly, but in an engaging way. Rachel don't move me personally. You see that girl on the left, or maybe you're right. I don't know. Tiara. I bend the knee. And she's kind of crazy. I know the box is fire, huh? Huh? I was hacked. I was hacked. Well, really, aren't all 3 of those groups going to be the big game between the family heads? Obviously, not all members. I guess the idea is that like maybe some people feel like if an order like that was giving out, people from the Royal Enforcement Division and the Army should be sending people to complete these missions. But granted, the Pobadal family one is not that's it ain't easy. It ain't easy. So agreed. I think Adori will eliminate FPG and have that light golden dark stuff. Okay. I don't think there's any bias involved with that. The older characters are just better written. Nothing to it. Fair. Thinking back to it, I think SOU really effed up by putting out the three orders so early. It forced the story to escalate to higher records way faster than it should have. You think maybe you should have waited a little bit, or maybe you gave out one, just eliminate everybody in FUD or something. But the Pomodal hype was real. Maybe one or two orders. You know, author I was in his bag, not S, not you, but I. He was there. I thought I was to execute one of the three, not all three. Yes, it was one of the three, but I do remember a statement saying something related to Adori about her either wanting to do all three or she's so strong and competent she could do all three. But I do think they have to pick one. Yes. I don't remember. It's been a while. I am going to do a season two reread during my break at the beginning of the new year. I'm gonna have 3 weeks off to just relax. So I'm gonna do that during that. Yeah, well, the other order and still in play would be the Zahard army trying to ambush Gustang at the game. Good point. Maybe just winning and biding their time. They have a plan. Rachel is at most a six. Girl on my right and left. Rachel, just the one wearing the glasses. Yep. Yeah. What if the thing Jahal was trying to stop was the game, and that's why he sent the orders? I think actually, Brian Cole, well said. I actually think there's a lot of sense. There's a lot of sense in that. The whole point of that was to stop us from getting to this point because I actually am in agreement with a lot of you that Zahard, for one reason or another, does not want Traumare, Gus Stang, and the other family has to get the memories they've given up and discarded. I think it's going to be bad for him or make him look worse in the light of some of the people who were loyal to him or more loyal to him. Traumare, Aria Han for being beaten over and over, stuff like that. So I think that makes sense. That makes sense to me. I think the hard forces might step in after Gustang and Traumware weaken each other more. I feel like the Lope will be a family. Loyalty to Zahar will be betrayed, and they'll just play catch up. Both families will be left in ruin. I like the idea of both of them kind of going down. Honestly, I thought it was that it's a choice. It isn't really a choice, and it will lead to the same results. Again, I don't recall. So yeah. I know some people. I like Freckles, so I get why people like Freckle Gang Rachel, but I don't know. Rachel doesn't move me. Maybe because I know she's canonically ugly. This is just a trick. But then again, with Lee's, I'll listen to Curry Gom. I'll be like, oh nah, don't tell me she canonically ugly. She beautiful. Then again, like I said, I still stick by Utah's statement. At the very least, Lee's is beautiful with makeup on. All right, she might be a makeup merchant, but at least because Utah said that it fixed her one flaw. How strong do you think jihad forces are compared to the 10 families? As strong as one or two or more. That's a good question. I would argue from top to bottom, they're probably the strongest and have the most forces. Plus, technically, he's picking away strong, female and women characters from other families into the army. I know Chian Hee Ha is not a princess candidate or anything like that, but Ha family part of the Zahard Empire. You take Ha Yuri Zahard. I think Yuri will defect, by the way, but like they take strong people from other families that effectively weakens what they could possibly have, and then he adds it to their family. So I'd say I'm only comfortable saying they're definitively probably the strongest family from a quality standpoint and have the most quantity. I don't know that if they could beat two families at the same time or something like that. So that's kind of what I think. How do you think top? You ask me who do I think the top five C rank regulars are? Bam, 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 bam. Because I spit hot fire. Bam. I guess Racket Aguero and Dorsey. Last time we saw Ran, was he a C rank or D rank? I think it was D rank. Or was it E in the name hunt station? I'm gonna just throw Ran in there anyways. Fuck it. That's my answer. So the main trio, especially with White's power up, and now they can fly and stuff. I'm gonna give it to them. Plus, direct descendant, native tax. Rock's got a good spear, decompression. Excuse me, rock throw, stone edge. Aguero's intellect, direct descendant, White power up, all of that, and Dorsey being a very competent Prince of the Jihad. I remember all the statements of them not being able to keep up with her without Shinsu reinforcement. She figured out her Shinsu quality faster than everybody else did, so stuff like that. So I'm pretty comfortable having her up there. Though her and Lilial were fighting evenly from what I can tell. I guess you could throw Shilial and a Lilial in there if you want, but I'd probably go with one of them. She got no aura. We're just an unpleasant individual. Jihad betraying Traumare as fire. It seems that the only person he trusts that's actually cool, a cool possible outcome is he only trusts himself. Assuming we are talking about the chapter that was released today, Kirin's forces feels like bumps even now. The Fire Nation not moving you, Sebastian. You're not moved by it. You're not moved by the Fire Nation. We're talking about the chapter. Did I not put the? I might have forgot to put the number in the title. I think I put 591. 591 is the latest chapter. Yes, this is spoiler raw territory. But welcome, welcome. Hope you are well, brother. Will Willie Martinez says, I believe Caliban can defeat all of Trom's family. I don't know about Dumas and the Popodao. The three characters in my mind that I've seen in this arc that I think Caliban would have to go all out against are definitely Dumas, Lobadon, probably. Though based on what I've seen so far, I think Caliban's more impressive. Based on the hype, Kirin would be a very tough fight for him. But if you're a squadron commander in the army of Jihad, you should be very capable, in my opinion. So wouldn't be surprised if you can do something. But Dumas is a problem. He's him. She will radiate aura when I'm done. You dog, you. Didn't Masheni say that Wolhike Sun is the only other force that can stand with the Jihad army? Was this early Nest? I remember correctly? Yes. Welcome, by the way. I hope you're doing well. Um, Wolhike Sung. Okay, so Wolhike Sung, I actually have a good analogy for this. And I apologize if anybody's like an anime only, I suppose, or not cut up to JJK. I don't think this is a recent statement, but just to be safe, plug your ears for like 10 seconds. I vaguely remember a statement about either the Jujutsu sorcery world or the or the Satoru family, Gojo family, I forget which one's its first name, was pretty much carried solely by the fact that Gojo has the six eyes and the power of infinite. And that without him, it completely throws everything into disarray. Urek, I believe, is so powerful in Wolhike Sung. It doesn't matter what bums he has. He himself is such a threat. It immediately takes Wolhike Sung as a lowest level tier threat to the highest level tier threat. Now, granted, I'm not saying there's no hitters in there. We know about Bayak Ryun. He's probably very capable. And I'm sure there's a lot of competent members of Wolhike Sung. But the reason FUG probably isn't seen that way is Luslec is no Urek. So that's kind of how I see it. So I think that's fair. That's fair. So yeah. Uh was it that a machete? Or machete in general? But yeah, Ballhike Song is probably dangerous because of that. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Like it's a very top heavy. Hey, Lee's is beautiful. Agreed. Do you think Rad can defeat Lore? Unfortunately, I've never seen Lore go all out really. But I think the regular that we saw with the most versatility, that was the best trained before coming to climb the tower that I saw in season 2 was ran by a long shot. What ranks are in the Zahar army? Fanta 1, Enryu 2, Zahar 3, Urek 4. I forget who's at 5. I think Ariehan is 6. Was Arihan at 5? I don't remember. Oh no, 7 is oh wait, no 7. 7 is N the Dory. Then I don't remember the rest. I could just look it up. I could just look at it. Um, I don't. I used to actually know off the top of my head. I don't remember though. I'm gonna do. I'll go to 36. Well, top 100. You got like your Evans, your Machenis, your Hodgson. I could put this on the screen actually, so you guys can see this. And I'm on Discord. One moment, please. I have a video about this. One of my most popular videos. So the REA of Zahard Princess is 36. Yon Hannah's at 17. Blood Matters at 16. Luslec is actually, in terms of ranking, above two family heads. Gustang is 14. Blossom's 13. Molek one of the three lords, is 12. Tupari, the God Eye, is 11. Ha Urine is 10. Bayak Reun's at 9. I always forget he's that high. Sometimes. So yeah, the two princesses, the double princess of Blossom and Pobadao Gustang, 7. Adori, 7. No, Kuna Dwan is 6. Sorry, I fucked up. So Kuna Dwan is the one is at 6. RDA Han is at 5. 5. Urek, Zahard, and Ryu Fanta. Yeah. You can kind of look here and you can get like stuff like this, like rankers, and you can get it here. One of my earliest super popular videos is me just going through the rankings. Watch how you talking to me. Oh, you Googled it. Whoops, my bad. Now, everything I did was unnecessary. That's my fault. I didn't see that after. So in the history book, the strongest earthbender Rak repelled the invasion of the Bump Fire Nation. Yeah. Wolhite Song is top heavy basically, and is not even interested in fighting Jihad. That's true. That was in the latest episode actually. The clan of Bozos getting carried. Was it actually? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. My bad. That's my fault. Same as FUG. It looks like it's about freedom. It kind of makes sense. FUG is a mess. That's what they want. REA is 5. Kut Adwan is 6. Rand needs to have his own arc. Just imagine Anak and Rand teaming up to find Emily or whatever. And Anak has a revenge story that seems to be still very prominent. You know what I'm saying? My guy Blood Matter top 5. Fuck what you heard. Hey, Blood Matter is the nigga that I want to see the most, Morgan. So I feel that. How you doing, bro? You good? I feel that. Better be Bayak better be that guy when we see him, because any person in the single digit rank has gotta be like that. I feel it. So I guess Drama's 18, probably top 20. If FUG have a family head as a leader, what do you think would rank them out of 10 families? So if Luslec was actually an irregular, FUG is a problem, and they can't recklessly attack them. Sorry, if FUG has a family head as a leader, I guess 15, because Luslec is at 15, all things considered. He's got influence, so yeah. So yeah. Nanami mentioned the Gojo family stuff in the last episode. Oh, shout out to my guy Nanami the goat, and Todo, and Toji. Who else do I like? Mahito. Somebody asked me if I had to force myself to pick my favorite two characters that are still currently in the story. I'd go with the Lightning Dude and maybe Hikari, but everyone that I like is dead or can't fight no more in Jujutsu Kaisen. That's why I stopped caring about it. Thinking about ranking just gonna make me mad for SC for what he did to Evankel again. Again, I've shifted my opinion on the ranking. I think power is the least important thing unless you are completely there. Unless like an outlier. You're so strong, you're so capable. You have such a incredible feat of strength that you get up there, but I think influence and recognition are the most important things. At least power is secondary at this point, based on recent events and some things that I saw. But how did you guys feel about the whole Hugo joining, or like just kind of floating like this for like 6 chapters and then being like, "Can I join you, Lobadon?" I think based on Gustang not wanting her to know certain things and sending her to a certain area and say, "Don't tell Hugo." Hugo was probably a bit of a loose cannon, so this is probably within her personality. But did you guys like that? Did you not like it? How do you guys feel about the Hugo portion of the chapter? I'm curious to see and hear your thoughts. I wonder if Luslec. Hold on. You need you need one of these. I need to give you one of these. It's moving too fast. Yeah, now you got one of those. Zyler Scotty. Um, Randy, sorry, I lost where I was. Randy's have his own arc. Oh wait, I saw that already. You said something else. Oh, there it is. I wonder if Luslec has an ability that circumvents the family heads, just simply brute force killing, and that's why they can't let him be when he's active. When he's like they let him active, it was whatever. Hugo was GOAT. How do you take arguably a top five most important floor in and floor in the tower by force and have a rank that leapfrogs you from 300 to 60 off that position alone? Shit, whack. I laughed at the Hugo bit. She's already so extra that it amused me, didn't bother me. Hugo was contemplating her whole existence and said, "F it, take me with you." um, I like the idea that for some reason Luslec has like very Karaka esque like abilities. Like I feel like Luslec's fighting style will be would do with darkness and darker or black Shinsu or dark purple Shinsu at the very least, something of the sort. And maybe can do stuff on the lines of like infinite past lives or something of the sort. We'll see though. I think possibly the water dragons that Bam collects can come into play. And then Luslec is the one that creates that final killing blow to take out a family head. I think that's all possible. I obviously don't know. I don't have the answer, Sway, but I think it makes sense. Clear setup for something to happen. Also, for some reason, I like or care about Hugo, while most of these extraneous characters and their backstories. I think Lobadon's the one that I like the most, but Hugo entertained me. I don't like dislike Hugo from an entertainment standpoint, but I thought Hugo already served her role. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. Uh, clear setup. Alright, already read that. I may be weird for this. I ship Lisu with Anak more than her and Ran with most people. But he still calls her like his daughter or something. It might be a little weird, a little incestuous. As I said before, she is at least putting in more effort than season 1 and 2 characters when it comes to getting screen time. You're right. You're right. She's fighting for her some panels. Please don't let me become unimportant. I think ranking is bad for the story. It doesn't let people discuss. I think like One Piece, for example. I will personally say that I think stories where might makes right and you have a bunch of strong combatants. I don't mind you telling me these guys are at the top of the verse or something, but yeah, I'm more so like, don't give them a definitive ranking. I don't like when you quantify their power numerically, but I think there's ways to circumvent it. All things considered, if this was executed at its highest level, I think making power, ranking, and influence all three, two, or one of those things being the combination that makes you rank works. The same way I think with the Natsu no Taizai, Seven Deadly Sins, while I don't like numerically quantifying someone's power, it was separated in spirit, magic, and physical, I believe. So you could play around with that. Like this person, like King, cannot punch, couldn't hurt an ant, but his magic is OD. I might be so physically capable while my magic is shit. You get what I'm saying? There's ways to do it, but I'm with you. Generally speaking, I'd rather you showcase that with the combat in the series. Use the literature and use the artistry to display that to me so it's very apparent. And I could be like, clearly, this nigga is the strongest. Look what he's done to so and so and so. And so has peace against them, who's very impressive. And he, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I'd rather do it. Oh, Garam returns. Shout out to Garam. I hope you enjoy your wrench. Welcome to the mod life. I wonder if Garam come back to the story since she knows where Anna is being held. I'm here for free my girl Anio. Free my girl. Yo, free the gal them. What do you think of what do you think the Zahard kills V if actually happens? I think it wouldn't be shocking if Zahard did that. The on my Twitch stream earlier today, the chat had me watch one of those I think Tower God M, Tower God Mobile, the release for Zahard, and it looked like in a silhouetted portion of the animation, it looked like Zahard stabbed V in the back with his Legolas, like Lexulus. You know, talking about the thing he fought with that the data Jihad fought true self ban mode, true self mode ban with. What role should play in the future, and do you think she will appear in this arc? Because she cooked up something with the boss or the captain, and she still has that deal with Yuri and stuff, and she's top 100 and is Rand's end goal, I think she'll still end up being important for a long time. Plus, she's a schemer. She's a maniacal schemer. What was your other port? Appear in this arc? I would say at best, if the whole Zahar is setting up these niggas to get jumped when they're weakened, Machete might be one of the people there as part of the Empire. So I wonder if Bayekri would have some connection to Zahar or the boss. Accounts of his appearance all vary from a man to a boy to a giant. He was also born with a gift to wield Shinsu. Yeah, he might be one of those inborn tower habitants that are just different, just special for one reason or another. Like I mentioned earlier about the lineage and just being blessed with birth, with the capability to do various and certain things. So I agree. Zahard killing V for the most part has been my headcanon. Yeah, I probably didn't. I made that short. What's good with V, but I was being cheeky. But you guys know when I'm playing something up because you're here often. I think people who don't like come to the channel, they're like, I don't feel it's really what happened, dude. Obviously, I'm like, oh, I'm obviously making a meme short. Like you know what? What I thought in my head was not translated in the video. I'm like SIU for real. I'm not being the allegations. I'm a fraud. Do it. I'm kidding. Machete is like the Joker. She just want chaos. She's a chaos merchant. I like Machete though. Shout out to Vince for being right about her. She had a plan. She had a plan. I miss Caliban by the way. I miss him already. I need him back. I I don't know why I love that nigga so. I do and I don't, but I love him so much. I miss Caliban already. I need him. What TOG need to become popular and famous? It's already popular and famous. My understanding is one of the most popular webtoons. At least it was for a very long time. I don't know if other things in Korea or Naver usurped it, but my understanding is that it's very popular and very famous. It always has been, from my understanding. I could be wrong though. So I don't think it needs to do anything. What I do need is better consistency and better execution of ideas. That's what I need for it to be critically acclaimed. So yeah. Caliban's still on his knees. He don't know Traumary left yet. He's there on he took the knee, bro. He bent the knee. He's still back there kneeling. No, not like this. Not like this. My bad. I had to catch up on the stream, but yeah, I'm good, brother. Okay. Love to see it. In Wagnan backstories about mom dying, a man came to her and said, I thought that was the head of FUG at first, but do you think he's going to be relevant or not? I wish I remember what you were referencing, Sleepy Night. Do you have a Wagnang's back? Is this a story with the Nia and the ramen and stuff? I don't know if I remember that backstory. When did that happen? Give me a general area so I can look it up at least. I'm not sure I remember that. I think it was Repstilla who gave the info on Leviathan. In season 2, she seemed like a BTS player, but we got nothing since before the Hell Train. Interesting. Dr. Bohan has started making. Wait. Dr. Bohan started making Stop Believing Zahard Kill V? Really? I just don't know that I buy that V just, deleted himself. Committed seppuku, Japanese suicide ritual, if you will. I think something happened and the story's been obfuscated throughout the years and people are lying about what really happened there. Maybe he was hit with one of those spells that Levi had, but from like Zahard, the one that makes you like kill yourself. TOG just needs a top anime and movies. I think if it had a great anime and great movies, it would do really well. It seemed decently popular from what I've saw, but I don't know how well the anime actually did. Henry doesn't have the thorn anymore. Do you think he's still stronger than Zahard? Yes, if you believe that Enryu really had the thorns like that. Didn't he kill the administrator and then like no, that am I misremembering that? Anyways, no, I think Enryu was strong because he's an irregular. So I think that him I actually by the way, I don't necessarily think he's stronger or weaker than Zahard. Um I just like my Yonko versus Admiral opinion, my take here is tepid, moderate, and fencity. If Urek had a fight with Enryu and Urek won, I wouldn't be like, what? If Enryu won, I wouldn't be. What did I say? Urek and Enryu. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Enryu versus Jihad ended up in Enryu winning, Jihad winning, a draw, or it was inconclusive, even in a three-way battle. That's basically what I said. Now, if you force me to bet, I'd bet on Enryu, but that's just how I see it. I could be wrong though, because they all have feats that the other do not have, and I don't think you have to kill somebody to demonstrate that you're stronger than them. You just have to be stronger than them. Think about how Sabretooth would just beat up Wolverine on his birthday and leave, like you can't kill him really. So Reed is suspicious. I don't mind the idea that Jihad killed him. Direct top one. Um Red Rain out here. Krins and Shinshu make it rain. I mean the majority of the tower's history is false, and even if the family has to remember things perfectly, V killing himself becomes even more fishy. Zahard and Arlene sharing the same earrings is pretty strange as well. I didn't know that. Even before all the chaos, I didn't realize that unless that was, you know what I'm saying? So, how was Yuri and Tiara gonna fare against Kaite, the dragon, the little dinosaur? What the fuck do they call it? Horn lion, horn lion. Jesus, because they're not fighting Kirin per se. You know what I'm saying? You think they're gonna have a good showcase, or you think they're gonna get fucking smacked around? Do you think Tiara's gonna have to carry Yuri? Because I do. Alfalfa. One second, y'all. Even before and after all the chaos, I mean, him wearing an earring with the woman he loves isn't that strange. I kind of agree. I kind of agree. So yeah, man. This week I can't say particularly moved me, but all in all, at the end of the day, if I'm taking SIU's chapters as field goal percentages, he's been shooting good for the year since he came back. I've been more happy and more impressed than I've been disappointed, all things considered. But I thought this chapter was a little bit messy, but not to put all the blame on SIU. I really thought the translations were dog shit. So yeah, I think Yuri and Tiara will be fine. As Keating himself, I would say otherwise. Ooh, but she did love him too, since she wore the same ones. Yeah, sharing them earrings. Maybe it's like a sign of their love or engagement or something. I'm sure they have an engagement ring too, but I know couples that have matching like married necklaces, or like one half of the heart is like one part of the date where they got married, and the other half of the heart when you put it together is the day they got married. Just stuff like that. With my ex, we had something a little bit similar. It's not anything crazy. I could show you guys here. If you're familiar with the Pow Pow fruit is in Kingdom Hearts, my ex has the other half of this, right? So she has the other half of the Pow Pow fruit. So people do stuff like that. So it's not that strange. Because even I've engaged in it. Yeah, 100%. This year is way better. Love isn't exclusive to romance. True, true, true. It's a good point. You can have paternal love, brotherly love, and all that stuff too. It's a good point, actually. Well said. Well said. That's a good point. Yeah, the translation this weekend was abysmal. Void come back. Yeah, emotional damage. And the other one just said, "I feel totally rejected" or something like that. So who texted Aguero telling him about the location of the great meeting? I think it was just revealed in that moment. I think at some point it said that, oh, we will on a later date tell you the location of it, unless someone leaked. Do you think someone leaked it to him, Mohammed, and he wasn't supposed to know yet? Actually, good. Does anyone else react to that? Oh, that's a good question. My bias wants me to think they'll do good, but that's a crazy set of rules with the whole national treasure. So Yuri would have to attack while Tiara supports, but ultimately they run. Even just against the beast itself. Do you think? I don't know. It's interesting because I thought Kirin was gonna fight them with it, but Kirin focused on his mission. Because I'm sure Kirin is stronger than it, but with it, Kirin is at like full power. But we'll just see what happens. But Tiara, I think, is hard to fight because of that writing ability, which I fucking love. She's bringing that literature to life. You love to see it. Why is Rex so much stronger? He's still very young, and compared to the Great Family, he boasted the highest climbing speed and rate in the tower so far. I think it was 50 years he did it. So you know how Enryu has the feat of killing a administrator, which no one else has done. Zahar became the king of the tower, got the contracts, and yada 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 blah blah. So he has his own set of feats. Urek climbed it the fastest, if I remember correctly, and he came in the tower chasing Phantom Minimum. So again, he's an irregular. It's not that shocking. All the irregulars I think are somewhat comparable. There's probably tiers to them, but I think like yeah, you know, yeah. So glitched. Oh, are you talking about Data Urek? Sorry, did I read that wrong? Oh, okay. So you think someone leaked it to Kun? That's Guerrero. That's interesting. I didn't think about that, but you put that idea in my head. Cha about to save the day. Van about to save the day. Took a nap on back. We work as the ultimate speedrunner. Yeah, he speedrun Mario from Terminal Montages. If you guys fuck with that channel. Yahoo! I think Kirin told the lion to dodge them, so he doesn't want Yuri to be punished. I think he mostly like I don't know about Tiara. You could probably body her, but it'll be problematic politically if we take out Yuri. So I think it's more like fight them, keep them busy, take Tiara out, but maybe just avoid Yuri. I'm not sure. The problem with cosmic scans is they think they're hilarious. They need to stop with that self insert. Yes, you're not funny. Stop. They do think they're. You're right. They think they're in there cooking. They're not cooking at all. What are your thoughts on this, Naya? Did you send something that I didn't see, or are you typing it out after? Do the family heads have the power to break the immortality curse? I think we're building up to getting that answer based on what Gustang has with the Fitbit, the Apple Watch, and basically on his syndrome gimmick. If if everyone is special, no one is. If you can make it that anyone in the tower can hurt us, and I think they could be tied to the memories. I think it's impossible to have it outdone, but I think they've forgotten how to because I think they've all lost certain memories. But I do think there's a way for them to undo it. Yes, I do. Yeah, I don't see them being able to finish off the Lion Horn. Okay. I think he's asking why Urek is so much stronger than the other family heads. Oh, he was the only one too strong to be copied by the mirror. Wasn't it like a mistake or a glitch? But okay. So what makes him better than other family heads? Hey man, he built different. He built different. Maybe it was the 13 Great Warriors and their conformity and complacency with becoming family heads and stopping climbing and not wanting to adventure and doing whatever they're doing. Maybe maybe it's possible Urek is just naturally stronger than them, and his ceiling was always higher than everyone else's ceiling, and he reached it. They reached his. Theirs is here. His is here. I don't think he would wash them. By the way, like if him and Gustang fought, I don't think he's gonna piece up Gustang. I think Gustang would put up a very good fight. That's just my opinion, though. I think you're right. Became stronger than all the family heads because he climbed alone. Okay. What family head are we going next? I would love to Puri. I'm still I you guys ask me this every week and I always say Hendo. It's always Hendo for me. Hendo. But I get why people want to see the God Eye. Some people think the God Eye. People think Tupuri's been keeping an eye on Bam this whole time and stuff. So yeah, I think taking power from the administrators inadvertently weakened the 10 family heads. Zahar was given the most power, but I think the reliance on the stunt will stunt their power ceiling, and that's why the irregulars who came after are such a threat. That's interesting. I like that kind of. I think that could work. Uh, what the hell did I just do? I lost where I was. Probably what the book memories do that breaking. Yeah, some people thought maybe the memories acted a bit like a Horcrux. Like if you destroy them all, like whether it's like three dragons for Traumery, the book for Gustang, whatever, the condition of them all getting their memories back is that they lose their immortality. Who came after are such a threat? Yeah, it's true. They are. Urek, Enryu, Fanta. Bam. People who weren't part of the Great Pilgrimage with the 13 Great Warriors seem to be possibly on a different level. Super duper possible. I don't know though. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But I hope we bounce back into a much stronger chapter next week. But I'm very worried about Tiara. I'm kind of worried. Not gonna lie to you. My heart being a little fast. I hope she ends up being okay. I really love her. She's my favorite new introduction. Her and Zam Zam or Jam Jam. Lobadon, I'll put under them. So those three are kind of moving me. So yeah. You guys have any final questions for me? Oh, what was your favorite dialogue in the chapter? And what was your favorite panel? And what would you rate the chapter? And if you have any more questions for me, ask. I think I'm going to do a general just Tower of God stream later this week where we just talk about the minutiae about Tower of God. Nothing, I might have a specific title. I actually might do what Pantagana suggested and make a title and have you guys convince me why BAM is not top 60. But we'll have another general discussion. I am doing my best to cook up a discussion with Dr. Bonehead, Milios, Haku, Ryzen. Oh my god. Kick the Can, Sun Wukong. Who am I forgetting? Ordering Mark, JD from the Otaku Fix, Boss Jesse, and those guys. The only problem is it was easier the last time because we did it post hiatus when we all caught up, so everyone's on the same chapter. And prior to that, they were only 3 to 4 chapters behind. Now they're 12 chapters behind. That's 3 months worth of chapters. I just fear them getting spoiled by me accidentally slipping up or the chat. So it's gonna be a little difficult in that sense, but I'm gonna cook up. I like that. I like the yearly Tower of God stream that we have. So let me see what we can do, and then maybe I'll ask them if they want to do a trivia, another trivia one. So just stay tuned for that. I'll do my best. Could Icarus be the spirit of the 13-month series? Icarus, the spirit of the 13-month series. You think Icarus, the thing that took over Yuri, is the ghost of 13-month series? I guess my question would be why. Why do you think that, Creed? Do you think we're gonna have another workshop battle? They said we do they do the multiple floors. I would have liked one. Maybe when they're all, I would have liked one. I think now it might not happen, but I think they'll visit another workshop and something will happen. But I don't know if they do like a workshop battle, a la hide it, not hide it. What's a hide and seek? One shot, one kill, one shot, one opportunity, and all. I don't think we'll get that. Uh, yeah. You might just need to lock the chat for that stream. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, this week wasn't it for me, y'all. I wasn't particularly moved. My favorite panel was El Baba punching the ever living Goofy out of Laura. I thought that was hilarious. As far as dialogue goes, hmm, let me look. Take a gander. What was my favorite piece of that? Emotional damage, was that my favorite? No, it wasn't. That pissed me off. Was it Cha's line about fried chicken? Was it Laura telling him to buzz off? Oh, maybe it was. And it was how annoying from Yuri and Tiara. That moved me. How annoying. I like that. That's my answer. Maybe do two separate streams with the official readers like Bonehead and have one like Roz like ordering Mark and have another one to make sure there aren't any spoilers. Ugh. Yeah, I could do that. It just most people are caught up, so it's just hard. Like for me, it's not about me spoiling, even though I could fuck up. I'll just do a quick go from the latest chapter back to what happened and try out the slate. I think the chat might, but maybe you're right. I'm about to lock the chat mods or this is subscriber only, but do something. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm cooking up a lot of things right now. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna start doing video essays, especially for 2024. So the frequency of videos will be much less. You're not gonna get 5 to 7 videos a week. It'll probably be more 3 to 4. but the quality and the length of them will be much longer. So I hope you guys are excited for that. My patrons will get it first, especially the third tier, fifth Zen gods will get it first. But I really want to start doing video essays, and you'll get Tower of God and Kubera one and stuff too. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited to start doing those. Fairy dialogue: Lilia, mom, and the wolf talking her shit. The panel with the wolf, 7 out of 10. 5.5 dialogue is hard, but either Lori being eaten or punched. If Cha said seasoned and spicy chicken, would you have loved it more? Of course, that's the Mew love connection. Of course, you already know who the greatest character in the tower is. It's Mew love. That's all I need. Re-record and premiere the raw discussion. Y'all thinking, man? Y'all using y'all noggin. See me? I'm not. I'm brain dead right now. Well fucking said. Yeah. But I also wanted to feed the raw readers because end of the day, every week, the people who are officials, they get a discussion, they get a live reaction, and possibly a short if I add the little DLC stuff like the Poison Dragon Vanquish. But the raw readers, unless they're my Patreon, they starve for like 12 weeks. So yeah. El Baba Punch Lore was crazy. Probably the best panel. Lore cussing out was my favorite line. I feel it. Thank you very much for these streams every week. No problem. No problem. No problem. Cha, that dude, Lopopia falling apart. 2 out of 2. Chapter just bun. 7 out of 10. Enjoyed seeing Yuri and Tiara sharing one brain cell in the chapter. Finally moving on from the book to tease. Finally moving on to something else. Can't really remember the last chapter that moved you. I understand it and I feel it. But you all be safe. Stay tuned for what's coming up next. I'm gonna do some editing, throw stuff on the Patreon. Join the Patreon, yo. I'll be posting stuff early there. You can see the latest live reaction later on today. If you haven't, take care of each other. Be safe. I'm gonna be out. I gotta go eat something. I'm hungry. Yeah.